check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Okay, well, we are ready to go. Hello everyone, this is Zavint Kumar. Welcome to Business Talk Show. Today we are going to learn about the basics before starting any kind of a business. I would stress on this as it is a very important topic to discuss to avoid or escape from the failure in the business that you are going to start in the future. Coming to the topic, I have identified 7 basic practical points to be understood and practiced for a successful business setup. Let us see what are those 7 steps. So these are the 7 steps which are very, very important for a successful business setup. Let us discuss one by one. First and the foremost important point is family finance planning. And the second one is business planning. Third one is time frame planning. That is, you have to decide on when to start the business, whether it is immediately you are going to start a business or after a year or after 2 years or after 6 months, that you need to plan well before starting a business. And the next one is your duties and responsibilities before starting a business, such as finish your current job projects, give calm and welcoming goodbye to your office boss, etc. At this point, I would stress on saying that this is a very much important point because in the future, your boss could be your future customer. So that is why you have to keep the relationship in your current company in order to get business in the future. One or the other way you may get the business or moral support or financial support or a referral from your company, whether it is from the staff or else from the boss, whoever it is. It's very much important to keep a good relationship in a business. And moving on to the next point, we will be discussing about how to handle the worst situations and always be prepared for the worst. If any uncertainties happen in the business, when you are running the business, you need to be always ready to face it and keep going forward. And that is why this point acts as a very important aspect. And the next one is how to get self-motivated to keep yourself pushing forward. This is also a very important point because other than you, nobody is going to believe in yourself until you be in a business and succeed for a certain amount of time. Until that, nobody is going to believe you. That is why you have to get self-motivated and keep moving forward. Whatever the situation may come, you have to get self-motivated and you have to keep moving forward at all times. And the last but not least, time management to business setup. That is planning deadlines for your setup, business setup, as deadlines will eventually reduce the risk of high expenses. How does it play? See, when you are taking too much time in setting up your business, as time passes, your expenses will keep adding step by step. So that is why you have to plan a deadline. If your plan is to complete it within a month, you have to complete it within a month. Or else if you are taking one or the 2 days extra, then it is going to cost you again for the 2 days, 1 or 2 days that you are going to take extra. Maybe the cost would be very least amount, but it will cost you, and that is an expense. That is why you have to keep deadlines to set up your business. So the next topic is, what we are going to do is we will start studying each of these points step by step. Come, let us see. Family finance planning. So as I have shown in the screen, plan well to feed your family. What does this plan well to feed your family means? So it means we need to plan well to feed our family. This is applicable for first generation entrepreneurs, and it is very important for the first generation entrepreneurs to consider it as a very important aspect, because you have no experience in business setup, business management, anything. That is why it is very important for you to plan well for your family feeding before starting your business. In this, I have identified again about 8 important aspects to be considered. So let us see what are those 8 important aspects to be considered in family business and family finance planning. So the first thing what you have to do is, once you have decided that you are going to start a business in future, you have to first prepare yourself, and along with you have to prepare your family members and change their mentality that you are going to start a business, and they have to accept it, that they have to accept it, and they have to believe in you that you will succeed in the future. Okay. And coming to the family finance planning, the first and foremost thing you have to do is you have to calculate your monthly family expenses and get a figure out of cash flow. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to calculate each and everything that your family spends in a month, that is for 30 days or 31 days in a month, and calculate the value and figure out the cash outflow from your family on a monthly basis. And after getting a value, what you have to do is you have to add 10% of the value. For example, if your monthly family expense is about 50,000, you have to add 10%. That could be 50,000 of 10% would be of 5,000, and the total cost would be around 55,000. So this would be your family's monthly cash outflow. Okay. And for you to multiply this amount into 12 months. So when you have calculated the monthly expense, you have to multiply it for 1 year, that is 12 months, and check out the value. Once you have arrived at the expense value, you have to keep this money well before starting your business to safeguard your family. And you have to believe in any one of the banks or a safe place, to keep this money for the next 24, for the next 12 months to handle your family. Okay. And once you have completed this step, you have to think about the secondary income that are going to come into your bank accounts, which will help you in uncertainties. Okay. May, what I would like to say is the secondary income would be some investment returns, or you may get some dividends from the companies, or you may get the rentals from the commercial places or residential places that you owned before, or the fixed deposits interest or RD interest or any sort of the any kind of other incomes maybe. If you don't have any of these, then you have to plan for the one. Definitely, without planning for the secondary income, it is very risky to start the business. Okay. And once you have completed this, this is the next step would be a very important point, that would be of you need to reduce the unnecessary expenses. You have to reduce unnecessary expenses that your family is spending right now. You have to identify the unnecessary expenses which you can avoid or postpone. For example, such as family trips or a weekend outing dinner, etc., etc., etc. There might be a number of things that you could postpone or either completely avoid it. So these unnecessary expenses you need to identify and name it. Once you have taken the details, the next step is you have to take a health insurance. If you have one already, it is well and good. If you don't have the one, you have to take health insurance for yourself as well as for your family. Why? Because when, in case if you have an emergency of hospitalization or your family members may get into hospitalization, you should have a backup to pay the hospitalization fees. So if you have taken the health insurance, this will reduce the risk of uncertainty management. Okay. And the next step is you have to identify a trustable person in your family to handle your family for the next 12 months. You have to trust them and give the responsibility to handle your family financially as well as emotionally and mentally. Prepare them to handle your family for the next 12 months. Once you have ability of your family to any trusted person in your within the family, the next step is you have to make it clear to your family about the business idea and request them for a moral support. And in case if any kind of work that could be done by your family members, then you have to definitely take their support, which will in turn will reduce your business setup expenses. Okay. And you have to make sure that you tell them clearly that they are not expecting any kind of financial support from your end for the next 12 months. So these are the few important topics that I have identified, and it is very much important for the young entrepreneurs or the first generation entrepreneurs. Here, based on these topics, I have prepared around 8 questions which you need to answer after doing the practical work. Okay, you have to do all the work and later on you have to answer it. You have to definitely write it in a book. For answer, you have to write it in a book, the answers for every questions. Okay, please take down these questions very seriously and work on it when concluded. Okay, if you are doing these practical work, then there are very less chances for your new entities failure. You will go from success to success, success to success, growth to growth, year on year. Okay, that's all for the day. Have a good day. Follow us on Facebook page Business Talk Show and YouTube Business Talk Show. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.